GamerGobble.
Hey peeps. So, our audio came out pretty blare again. It's pretty bad, we know, and sadly, despite all our preparing, planning, and precautions, it still came out this way. We just wanna let you all know that we are aware of the issue, and that it should be resolved once and for all after the E3 recap podcast 2 weeks from now. Until then, we apologize. Please bear with us. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to GamerGobble. I'm your host, Ian.
And I'm your co-host, Tim.
We have a lot to talk about in this week before E3, the PrE3 week, if you will.
I get it.
I'm very
like
lonely.
Oh. Well,
This week in gaming, let's go!
This week in gaming.
Not a ton happened this week in gaming that we're going to talk about for no other reason than a lot of it's E3 hype. We have another section for that in today's episode, you'll see. So, we're going to start off with a few little things just today. As of recording, it'll be yesterday from the perspective of YouTube viewers, and God knows when, depends on when iTunes decides to upload the show. Mega Man Legacy Collection 2 got announced today. It's a little compilation featuring Mega Man 7, 8, 9, and 10. After 1 through 6 were in the first collection. It's pretty cool. This is the first time we're getting re-releases of 9 and 10. They were Xbox Live games, actually. Or WiiWare, it's how I have them. They're including all the DLC and everything. And it's good to have all the numbered Mega Man games in, like, 2 consistent packages. I'm psyched. Legacy Collection is fantastic. One problem with it doesn't include Mega Man and Base, which is an in-between game between Mega Man 8 and Mega Man 9. But I guess it's not a big deal. Tim, what do you think? Is it good that the character's getting something?
Sure. Yeah, I haven't really seen much Mega Man except for Mighty Number 9, and we all know how that went.
I didn't hate it, but it was pretty bad.
So, it's like, oh, sorry, here's all the games in one.
Well, Mighty Number 9 was not actually
I know,
Mega
it wasn't
Man
by
game,
them, but...
Yeah. Legacy Collection 2, I'll pick it up. It comes out very soon, actually. I think it's this month.
Well,
So it's pretty great. I don't have the ad in front of me, but... I'm pleased with that. Next thing, this is kind of cool. If you are looking to buy a PlayStation 4, now's kind of the time to do it. I don't know. I'll get into it. In theory, it's pretty cool. E3 week sale from June 9th to the 17th. The PlayStation 4 Slim, which is what I have. Fantastic console. Can't complain. Will be on sale for $250 instead of $300. That's pretty good, don't you think, Tim?
It's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, compared to when it first came out, it was like the $400 to $500 range.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, obviously almost half price, and now it is about half price or more.
When I got it, it was $300. I see one major flaw with this. Most retailers sell it for around $250 anyway.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't look at PlayStation 4s too much.
Granted, that means that no matter what, they have to be at that price. I'm going to say it's a pretty cool thing. If you haven't gotten a PS4, might be the time to pick it up. The PS4 is a really good console. I like this kind of console sale idea, wait until an event like this and then sell your consoles. It makes sense. I mean, people are going to be seeing trailers at E3, which obviously E3 trailers are going to be very much abound in about a week. Sony's conference is, I believe, a week from today. So I'm sure we're going to be very excited for a lot of games. We'll get into which ones later in the show. But, yeah. Do you think you'll pick one up, Tim? The answer is no.
The answer is maybe. Probably
Really?
not. Okay, probably not. But, out of this gen's consoles, I'd say the PlayStation 4 was kind of the most interesting out of all of them. So, I don't know. It has a lot of the games I'm looking forward to, like The Last of Us 2 and all that stuff.
It's a good console.
Uncharted and stuff. All that.
The Wii U is good, but it's a weird little thing. It was very good for what it was, but it was very specific. The Switch... Too soon to say. I think it's really solid, but it's not the same thing. And between the other two, the PS4 just dominates the Xbox One.
But would you consider the Switch wasn't 100% new console, right? It was a new console, but
more than the Wii U.
Well, yeah, because it was like the Wii U, PlayStation 4, Xbox One.
The Switch is a mid-gen thing in the same vein as the PS4 Pro and Xbox Scorpio.
Even though it's kind of...
We'll talk about both of the... Yeah. We'll talk about... Well, not the Pro. I don't care about the Pro. We will talk about the Scorpio later. But the Switch is sort of in that same vein, except it's an entirely new console.
Yeah,
it's doing something clever. I like the Switch. I'm a big fan of it. I get a lot of use out of mine. And on that topic, just completely coincidental segue, looking at our sheet. I have a little agenda paper. In case you're wondering, the behind the scenes, I write everything down on paper right before we start recording.
It helps.
Yeah, it's good to have. And another topic, we got a few more details about the Switches Online. Since, I don't know if you're aware, Tim, but the Switches Online right now is very bare bones. It's barely implemented. Games have online multiplayer. That's all we got, pretty much. And downloading, obviously. We've seen the voice chat, which... Oh, boy!
I looked into that a little bit, and cell phones, huh?
It's... Did you see the update from this week where they showed what to do with it?
No, how does that...
So there's a
how does that
little...
work?
You know how most gaming headsets have a little adapter?
Mm-hmm.
Like a little box that you plug the headset into, and that then goes into your console or whatever. It has one of those. One end goes into this... You plug in the headset like normal into this little Splatoon logo-shaped adapter.
Okay.
Like a little box. Normal. Preamp. Pretty standard for a console headset. It then has two cables coming out. Both 3.5 millimeter. One going into the Switch, one going into your phone.
Now, why is there a phone?
The phone is where the voice chat is going to be implemented. It will all be based in a smartphone app.
So let me get this. So wait, the app takes your voice, then sends it into the Switch?
No.
No?
The app is connected to your account, and the Switch is obviously connected to your account to work. And the two are not communicating directly, but in terms of like on the main server, there's the voice chat going on with your account in addition to the game.
Well, you could have just did what every other thing. Then
But this is Nintendo.
I know it's Nintendo.
It's
and
like they're one step off.
Well, it's like, when they brought back the friend codes and stuff.
Yeah, why'd they do that? I was mad.
How about it's always been, you put your headphone in the controller, let's add a little segue in there. Let's connect the headphone to an amp to the console and to a phone, because kids have phones. And if you don't have a phone, well,
You can't do voice chat if you don't have a phone, which is just a thing. But that's not to say everything we heard was bad. That was probably the only bad news. Earlier we heard about the Switch. I don't know if you heard about this, Tim. There's going to be a premium subscription for the Switch online. Its price is unknown. I'm sure we'll hear about it next week, but it is going to be cheap. We know that much.
Like more cheap
Like
than
$20 a year, kind of cheap.
Oh,
we
so
think that's a guesstimate. We think between $20 and $30 a year.
It's basically a third of what everyone else wants.
Yes, so that's pretty great, and I'd say it's about right for what Nintendo's probably going to be offering. They're offering a free game of the month sort of setup.
Okay, so
where there's going to be a game. Well, you don't keep it like you do with everyone else. For that month, you have an access to a free game, and it's always like an NES, Super NES, and 64. But that's still cool. It'll give you a chance to try the games, and they pointed out this does not replace the Virtual Console. You will still be able to buy NES, SNES, whatever you want to download games. And that's a feature I really like. I like being able to play those games in HD without necessarily having to hunt down a cartridge of it. Because some of those games, like Mario RPG, it's a like $8 download, $100 for a cartridge at its cheapest.
wow.
And even then, if you want to play it in HD, I have a Retron 5, which is what we use to record retro games in HD. A lot of people don't have those. They're expensive, and unless you have a lot of games on a lot of systems, there's no real point to having it. But if you want to get into it, it's not a good starter system. You know what I mean? Like, I got it because I already had a collection.
Yeah, you have a ton of Nintendo games. Like, every game, basically.
I have every console that's in the Retron, I have games for. So it was worth buying just for the convenience of the setup and for the sake of quality. That's not available for everyone. I'm really glad they're keeping the Virtual Console as a way of playing these games in HD. And they're adding online multiplayer for some of them. That's something I really, really like. So Mario Kart 64 with online multiplayer. That's fantastic. I would love to see a game like Melee, Super Smash Bros. Melee, or the original Smash Bros. I would love to see those games re-released with online multiplayer. I would use that so often.
Lots of people would. Maybe the
Melee especially.
Yeah.
Melee especially. They would have a huge lock on that. I personally would love to just play Smash 64. I love that game to death. But yeah, the Switch Online. What a mixed bag. It's such a mess. But enough about that. Let's talk about the Game of the Week.
Game of the Week.
And this week's Game of the Week is
I forget.
Star Wars Battlefront.
That's right. I chose it.
The EA remake. Yes, I can hear the applause die down into boos through the internet. But we have a lot to say about this one. It's pretty middle of the road.
You see, when they were hyping it up beforehand, it was like a little boy's dream come true. You have games that look like the movies of Battlefront, which was like the original, like, OMG, this is the best Star Wars and stuff, and you know, like, re-release it. Now we get it. And how about you tell them how much? They already know how much of a disappointment it was, but
Tim and I are both fans of the game to an extent. Visually, it's phenomenal. Controls are spot on.
the sound is
The sound design is oh my
beautiful.
gosh, it's amazing. Not the voice acting though.
the voices.
The imitations of the voice of the original actors were pretty poor.
I mean, I guess, you know,
that's a nitpick.
all you got is you hit down, you go, oh, yeah, and that you know, your little emotes before the match starts, and nobody uses them.
Well, I mean, in terms of the hero voice acting.
Oh, the hero. You got like 6 heroes anyway, you know? It's not like the old. Is it 6 or?
There's more than that, but that's like the ones we have.
Well, then you have the DLCs and stuff.
Yeah, that's another problem with the game.
Yeah.
It's a very content-light game. There's no real single player to speak of. There kind of is.
You got
survival mode, that's it.
Yeah, you know, Call of Duty did that first.
It's not good.
It's not.
The balancing...
I mean, I guess it is with a friend, but
the
it doesn't last long
balancing
enough.
breaks it.
Yeah, that's for sure.
It's something that we're very... The main reason we're talking about Battlefront is to express that we have faith enough in the developers at DICE to say, I think Battlefront 2 will be better. I believe that they had a solid foundation set, and they were trying very hard not to just make it a Battlefield game. When you have the same development team doing 2 projects like that, you got to be careful. I get it, but God, did they botch it?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, it wouldn't be so bad for the, you know, there's a lot of games coming out nowadays that's like purely multiplayer, but like this one is just like everyone, if it's purely multiplayer, the multiplayer has to be balanced. If you just start the game, I don't want you throwing me in on the same team as all the other newbies versus Mr. I've been playing since the game came out for the past 2 years, and for some reason I have weapons that can one-shot you, and all this unfair equipment and stuff, and so on and so forth.
I believe their matchmaking system consists of a virtual dartboard covered in bees.
I think I've been on a good team 2 or 3 times.
Likewise.
Out
it
of
happens.
Hundreds of games.
And it's fun when that happens. When you get fortunate. That never happens. The most fun I think we have is playing for 5 minutes, getting frustrated, switching to GTA 5, and taking our frustration out on random civilians.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, open.
Which sounds like all of our time on PC,
Yeah.
to be fair. A lot of GTA. Come on, let's be real. That's how everyone spends their time on Steam these days. But Star Wars Battlefront, also Origin... I don't like having to use Origin.
Origin.
It's a nitpick, and there's nothing we can do about it. It's an EA published game.
I mean, you got Steam. Then you got the Microsoft one.
Origin ranks above that.
Origin's above that, yes, but it's still like another
worse.
thing
It's a worse
you don't
team.
want.
Yeah. And better than you play.
No, you play. Oh.
You remember that?
Well, to be fair, they had Battlefield 3 for free one time. Thought I lost it because I missed the deal, even though I hit get it. I come back 5 years later on my computer and look. It's like, oh, I had it this whole time.
Well, what
good,
a failure.
Good thing several more came out since then.
Yeah.
And so great, good for you, play. Good for you, play.
Main point being, was Star Wars Battlefront good? Kind of. It was super middle of the road. In terms of its production values and construction, phenomenal, one of the best things ever. Not actually best things ever, but definitely in terms of licensed games on the high end. In terms of its balancing and overall structure, low end of everything ever. Ranks solid in the middle. I'm excited to see what comes out of the sequel at E3. I'm sure we'll get back to that.
And also, you know, bringing back the prequel stuff and all
they
that stuff.
are, yeah. But let's
that's
save that for Hype Train, which will be starting now.
All aboard the hype train.
And welcome to Hype Train, where we talk about what's got us all excited in the world of gaming. This week's is a little bit different because there's way too many games to talk about. It is 1 week before we fly out for Los Angeles. As of you guys listening to it, it will be 1 week before the show actually starts. Tim and I are way too excited for this trip.
It is going to be like a life changer. I think you've been waiting for this for years. This is your childhood dream.
I have wanted to go to E3 since I was a child. Like 5.
Like
And,
I watched it on and off once in a while. I wasn't really into it as much. I was still like, ooh, look, new games. But when Ian here,
oh my
Ian
gosh,
here.
yeah. Huge shout out to our friend Tears Life for paying for our tickets. We'll probably be saying that a lot over the next few videos, but I wanted to get that out of the way now before the start of this ticket. Kyle, you're awesome, man. Thanks so much. But yeah, there's a lot to talk about at E3. Obviously, there's the trip itself. I will very briefly touch on it. Tim and I are 19. We don't get to go out and about all over the country a whole lot. This is the other side of the country for us. We live in Pennsylvania by Pittsburgh.
Yeah, literally opposite side of the country.
Flying out of Pittsburgh Airport to Los Angeles.
Camera
it's crazy.
equipment. I never flown before.
Neither have I.
Okay,
No.
so neither of us flown. You get horrible earaches, I believe.
I do.
From altitude.
And
so
Tim's afraid of heights.
Well, I'm not afraid of heights as okay.
To an
It's
extent.
to an extent. Never been on a plane, so it's just like
It's not
boy,
a thing
first
anyone
on a
can
plane.
fear. I have a deep water phobia. It's some things that people can't help.
Oh, the main thing is the security thing. I mean, I know it should be a problem.
It's gonna be annoying.
But getting through that with all these cameras and stuff that we got from my college, and it's like, yeah, we have professional video equipment, and we're going out to the event and stuff, and
We'll make it work. I'm sure it'll go smoothly enough. What is, of course, most exciting about E3 is E3 itself. So many potential games. I'm going to just list off a few. Tim isn't too up to date on what's being announced, possibly, and what's being shown at E3, so I'm going to make this a little bit interesting. I'm just going to spitball random games at him and see what he thinks.
okay, let me hear them.
And just for the record, I'm kind of going off the top of my head. The fact sheet for this segment says Hype Train, and then it just says E3 in big letters. So, I mean, I'm going off the top of my head here. But let's start off with probably the most obvious game at E3, since it's one of the most advertised, Super Mario Odyssey. Go.
Super Mario Odyssey looks like Mario Sunshine if it were better.
Yeah, and I'm really... that's my game of E3. That's why I said it. I'm psyched for it. I love 3D Mario, and this looks like a true return to what I love about the 3D Mario games.
Cool, bad it messes with everyone's height measurements of Mario being 5 foot something.
It's really weird.
And then you get to the city and, it's kind
Yeah,
of...
it's weird, but the level itself looks fun. I'm excited to try it. It's the #1 priority game for me to play at the event. So.
And he could jump rope.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to say it looks like a solid...
And parkour.
Looks like it'll be one of the highlights of E3.
Definitely.
Yep.
That's for sure.
Okay. We don't know for sure if this will be shown off in detail, but probably Red Dead Redemption 2.
I never played the first one, played some of the other Rockstar games. I had a friend I watched play it a couple times, and it did look really interesting being a cowboy, so I don't know. But, the first game came to a conclusion, so obviously they're going to have a new storyline with new characters and all that stuff, so I'm
Very
interested to
GTA
see
in
what
that.
that's going to be like with today's gaming engines and systems, all that stuff, how much better it's going to be, because the original was like a masterpiece.
Yeah.
So
I'm interested in it. I am a fan of Rockstar, but not a huge one. I love GTA 5. I like the other GTA games. I have not played the Red Dead games, but I am interested in this, and I believe the game actually got delayed until 2018, but I'm sure we'll at least get a trailer. If
anyway,
nothing else.
I did play Red Dead Revolver.
PS2 game.
So,
that was
yeah.
a very different game, but a very good one.
I don't know, are they related?
Yeah,
Yeah, they are.
series.
That's what I thought. Okay, so I did play that.
I think Redemption was sort of a reboot, but yeah.
Okay,
Okay, cool.
next game.
Sonic Forces.
Like I said, not the biggest Sonic fan.
And
as
you know what? Let's just lump
but-
Mania. Let's just say
Okay,
Sonic.
Mania, Sonic in general. So I know there's the one where you create your character, and that's
Forces.
becoming a joke, right? I mean,
Forces. Yeah, that's basically Generations 2 plus fan creator.
And then the one that's an actual normal Sonic game,
Mania.
So I don't know. I remember the trailer, like giant robots, fire destruction, and it looked really pretty.
Yeah, that was the Forces trailer.
And all the fans were like, "Yay!" Because the past few Sonic games have been meh, in my opinion. I know you have.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
I would say Lost World deserves the middling reception it gets. I like it. I see why people don't. It's something of a guilty pleasure at points. Boom was Boom. Need I say more about Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric?
And it didn't even use the Sonic Boom song.
That kills me. That entire sub-franchise does not use the Sonic Boom theme. That's so annoying.
It's one thing I expected. I knew about Sonic. I'm like, oh, Sonic Boom, we're gonna use that song, right? Nope.
Aside from that, Colors and Generations are both fantastic, so... And that's what the Forces gameplay is going to be based on, so that should be solid.
You win some, you lose some.
Yeah. Overall, I'm excited to see what Sonic has in store at E3. It's not my top priority. I'll play both games, I'm sure, but... I mean, they're not the top priority, but they're up there for me, personally. How about Spider-Man PS4?
I I'm interested because I know with you, I've seen a lot of the other Spider-Man games.
I have a bizarre fascination with Spider-Man in video games.
It is a mixture of and beautiful.
Depending on the game, yeah.
Like, I mean, the web swinging is either like it's really good or it's like, wait, what's he swinging from?
Yeah.
And I mean, at times it can be useful getting around places that really have as many buildings, and the buildings range from like the old timey graphics, which is still good, to like a really giant open city that looks pretty good considering everything in it. So
now I don't know if you know the details of Spider-Man PS4.
No, I'm not 100% sure about that.
This is probably going to be the first really big budget major Spider-Man game in years. This is the first one since I think like the 90s, not made by Activision. This is a Sony game done by Insomniac.
So it's actually going to be a lot better than all the other ones.
Yeah, it's we only have the E3 trailer from last year. But it definitely looks interesting. It looks like it's going to keep the open world thing, and frankly, some of the Spider-Man games that aren't open world are pretty good. Like Shattered Dimensions is a fun game where you play as 4 different Spider-Man. Solid game. But open world with web swinging, it's just right.
Yeah, to me, I think the open world was just a little bit too barren considering it's supposed to be New York City.
I agree. It's one problem. That's why I like some of the older ones where the world was actually smaller. Like in Ultimate Spider-Man, which is the one that I had Tim and I recorded a Let's Play of for my channel, got scrapped. It was just...
We had some fun doing it, but it wasn't...
We did it over Skype, which wasn't the best format. It was all we could do at the time. Ultimately, that game is awesome. That's actually one of my favorite games ever made. I think with the team behind Spider-Man on the PS4, we could be looking at the next Arkham.
That'll be pretty neat to see with the Spider-Man game, so... I
mean, we had the attempts from Activision for the Amazing Spider-Man tie-in games, which were okay. They were very blatant Arkham knockoffs, and they certainly weren't as good as those games, because obviously the Batman Arkham games, which are officially done, with Arkham Knight was the last one, those games are in a league of their own in superhero games, in my opinion. I adore them. I think this could be the Spider-Man game that tips it over the edge for that character, too. And Batman and Spider-Man are my favorite heroes, so...
Isn't that convenient?
Yeah, we'll get more to Batman a little bit later in the show. But yeah, I'm excited for that game, personally.
Any other games you got going?
Call of Duty World War II.
Okay, so... Here's the thing with that. I kind of fell out of the whole Call of Duty thing. I used to get every game and like, wait a second... They're just taking my monies. So it stopped. But like this one's interesting because it went from the original World Wars to kind of modern warfare, obviously into modern warfare.
To the future.
Yeah, it was like slightly in the future. Like, okay, they're adding some nice gadgets. Okay, we are in the future. Okay, we're literally jumping around the. Yeah. It's like, I mean. I saw it warping. I'm like, are they? It's all in our solar system, but like it's like a battle between Mars and Earth. And I was like, okay, but now it's like we're gonna take it back to our roots. I'm like, okay, good. Battlefield 1 did it. I mean,
the trailer,
100% accurate historically.
The COD trailer was pretty meh.
Yeah, like when I saw it, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, World War II. I saw it, like, I see lots of gray. I see it's supposed to be really pretty CGI, but I just saw meh.
Yeah.
I just saw lots of men. I was like, it's a giant battle. You open the door. It's like, I see fog and sand.
That's basically World War II. I mean,
I guess, but like, it's when you see Battlefield 1's trailer and you have all these crazy, vivid things going on. And the dubstep, obviously, it was like an Assassin's Creed with the wah. I was like, you didn't need that, but okay. But
keep Assassin's Creed in your mind.
Yeah, but
that's actually the last one I'm asking about.
But then, like, this one was just, it's like, okay, you're going back to your roots, good. I hope the story is good. I hope the gameplay, all that stuff, I hope it's all just really good. And I can't wait to see how that goes on. But going off the trailer so far, it's not another Infinite Warfare to me, but it still looks like something I might be interested in. So
okay, yeah, fair enough. I wanted to ask about Assassin's Creed is getting apparently not a reboot but a revitalization.
Okay, could you tell me more about this revitalization? Like, what do
Nobody knows. They haven't really said anything. There's like one screenshot and it's an assassin in a boat. So I'm thinking it's just gonna be Black Flag again.
I wouldn't mind that. People love Black Flag.
That game was good.
Yeah. I mean, you had Black Flag, then you had Rogue, which I didn't play. I beat Black Flag, didn't beat Rogue yet, but like Black Flag was really, really good. It was actually the first Assassin's Creed game I ever actually played all the way through. Which is kind of funny
hard to get through
because you have it's Assassin's Creed, and the first one I play is you're an assassin pirate, but you know it was still amazing. Like the water in that game, the way you went around, and obviously you have the fantasy elements. Like every so often, a random water tornado comes and ruins
Just
your
like
day.
real life.
Or like a 15,000-foot tidal wave hit your boat. It's like you lost your whole crew. It's like, oh no!
Just like real life. How'd the captain survive? I don't know. He's a pirate.
Of course, assassin pirate. Remember, he gets off his boat. This parkour that comes back to his boat.
Right.
So.
Just like me.
So I don't know how this new one's gonna go, but if it's anything like Black Flag and Rogue, I hope it's gonna be good.
And I think after the last few being the most rushed things ever, making Sonic blush, I think. I don't know if you've seen anything from Unity.
No, what is that?
Look it up if you want to cringe. I'm glad they're trying to actually put effort into an Assassin's Creed game.
What about the multiplayer? I know they're trying to force that a little bit more.
I don't know.
Because, I mean, I know Black Flag is kind of like, oh, there's a guy on an island, go kill him or something. And that Unity was all about assassins, Unity.
Yeah.
But, you know, if they're going to incorporate that into an open world, you know, pirate assassin game again.
That could be cool.
Who knows? That'd be pretty cool.
I'm guessing we'll hear more about this.
Like, imagine, like, multiplayer pirate battles with your ships and stuff.
That would be good. I don't think we'll hear anything about this until next week. Because next week is, of course,
E3,
Ubisoft's conference. I forget what day theirs is on, but
it's one of them.
Yeah. I know the schedule basic enough that I can say Microsoft is Sunday, Sony is Monday, Nintendo is Tuesday, because obviously we're going to watch them all. Because we have visitor passes. We can't go to the conferences, unfortunately. We can just play the games after the conferences. Good enough for me.
Yeah, I'm good. You know, $250 ticket, $1,000 ticket. It's a little bit pricier.
Yeah. But yeah, what else? There are a lot of rumored games. You know what? Do you want to just merge whatever into this and finish the E3 discussion?
If you want.
Do that. We can save this whatever topic. It's pretty timeless. Let's talk a little bit more about E3. On whatever. Welcome to Whatever, where we talk about whatever. Originally, we were going to be talking about the DC Cinematic Universe movies, since Wonder Woman just came out and I just saw it. But instead, I thought I would branch off the segment into being part 2 of our E3 discussion. Except, instead of being all about the games that we know are going to be there, let's talk about the games that we don't know about. Let's talk about the rumors.
Okay, so I don't know about too many of these games. I remember you sent me the list, and it was a pretty extensive list.
It was a very small list with almost nothing.
Well,
it was IGN's official list. It was really long. It didn't have half the stuff that I'm hearing about.
There are a lot of smaller games this time around.
Let's start with the most known rumor because it's not confirmed, but it's confirmed. Mario Cross Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
I remember we talked a little bit about that last time.
We did?
I
don't get it.
I don't get it either. I mean, like I said, Rabbids is one thing, Mario's another, and now they're just going to put them together. I mean, it could be something magical.
I'll try it if the line is short.
And if it's not magical, well, you know, it's a first-person shooter with Mario.
It's not going to be a first-person shooter. It's going to be a turn-based RPG.
Oh, yeah, that is.
Wish it was a shooter. I play a Mario shooter any day.
You hold a fire flower instead of a gun.
Another thing I saw someone say was new Zelda. Come on, we just got Breath of the Wild. Shut up.
That's
the stupidest thing I've ever heard. We are getting new Zelda stuff. We're going to be hearing about the Zelda DLC packs, which include a new mini campaign and new dungeons, and I'm excited for that. I'm going to be playing that day one.
I didn't play too much of that. I didn't play it really at all, but like
He's watched me play it a bit.
There's not enough Zelda, from what I know. There's the cutscenes.
I think it's going to pick up after, and they said it's a story DLC, so we'll hear about it. We'll find out next week. People need to stop saying new Zelda game. We just got Breath of the Wild. It's one of the largest games ever. It is huge. How are you supposed to get to the next game after that? Shut up.
Sorry. Had to do it.
Fair enough. We don't get political on the show, but huge jokes are totally game.
I mean, you know, it's literally how many times bigger than Skyrim? 5, 6?
Like twice.
It's more than that.
I don't know.
I saw a comparison chart. It's massive.
It's huge compared to Skyrim. It is. It's a huge game. It's giant, and you can explore every inch of it.
It's not really
with that in mind, why would people expect more Zelda games right after that? Come on, that game is huge. No one's 100%ed it. Not sure people have, but I haven't, and I don't think I will. 900 Korok seeds to get feces? No thanks. Other rumors I've heard. New Smash Brothers / Smash 4 port for Switch. 50-50.
Didn't hear about that.
There's screenshots leaked, and I don't know.
Is it
leaked, quote unquote? They were on 4chan.
Smash 4, you said, or new Smash in general?
Either one.
Okay.
I say if there's going to be a Smash, it's going to be a port of Smash 4. Mm-hmm. And I'm 50-50.
Well, do you think I've better improved online playability with
Yeah,
that?
the theory is it'll be with all the stages of 3DS and Wii U.
Okay.
And all the content included.
And new characters, right? That's something...
No, just like the same ones from Smash 4.
Oh,
We'd get
okay.
Smash 5 later on the Switch.
Oh, okay.
And I would say I would totally buy a definitive, portable, all the content of both versions of Smash 4 game. That'd be really... excuse me. That would be really, really cool. Mm-hmm. I'm very much 50-50.
And I think that would probably improve the Smash scene. What is it like? Instead of having to bring console, everyone brings their Wii U together and
Switch.
Sorry.
Yeah. I don't know, because you still have to bring the dock.
That's true, but you could fit that in your pocket. Just
I'd say I'm 50-50 on it happening. I would not be surprised if I saw it. I would not be surprised if I did not. Mm-hmm. Is where I'm going to say I land on that. This one's not really a rumor as much as a desperate hope. Can there please be a new Mega Man game?
I know you really want one, Ian, after number 9, which is not official, but it was supposed to be the fan thing.
It's not just that. The last time we had a Mega Man game was 2010.
7 years. It's not that bad.
That's a long time.
I've waited longer for things.
Mega Man Universe looked really good. Canceled. Mega Man Online looked okay. Canceled. Mega Man Legends 3. I was so excited. I love those games. Canceled.
Was there that one that was like really hyper realistic in the future?
That was Maverick Hunter.
Oh.
I'm not too upset about that one being canceled. I don't know what the deal was with that.
I just that's the only one I remember talking about.
Most of the rumors I know are Nintendo related, so I'm probably going to end up spitballing a lot of those. Like, a lot of people want a new Metroid, for example. Mm-hmm. I don't see that happening.
I don't know. What was the last one that came out? Was that the one?
Other M.
Other M, was that with Zero Suit Samus and stuff? And
Zero Suit Samus goes all the way back to the original.
I mean, like the 3D one where it's like kind of her backstory.
Where all she does is not shut up about her backstory and cry.
Yeah,
that was Other M. That was like 2010.
Well, that was a while ago. That was also Mega Man too, right? Mm-hmm. So
yeah,
they both have the same.
I think it was 2010. Might have been earlier. Might have been a year later. I don't know. Give or take a year. That game was fine, but not good.
I feel like they could do something with it if they tried.
Oh, they totally could. I just don't think they will.
Happening today. Mm-hmm.
I just don't think they would.
I mean, was it the last thing they did with that? That was other than Smash, like they did that little Metroid mini game and what was it called? The one that has all the little mini games tied together in the Wii U.
Like NES Remix?
Where one person's the spaceship.
Oh no! I mean, we've had a Metroid game since then. We had Federation Force. It was just a piece of shit spinoff. Oh, nobody liked it.
My time's out of place then.
Nobody liked it. It was very bad. It was poor. Okay, it was really solid. It was fun. It just wasn't what people wanted.
Okay.
But yeah, there are a lot of people saying the same thing you hear every year. New F-Zero. No, if it happens, you did not predict it. You guessed. Shut up. Or another popular one. New Star Fox. The last Star Fox game sold like garbage and nobody liked it.
But it had such good fur.
I didn't hate Star Fox Zero from when I played.
I looked at it, I'm like, ew, that's my personal
My only problem with the controls were really weird.
And then they had like a little walking tank thing. It's like, look, new mechanic.
No, that was cool. That was a callback to a canceled game, actually.
Okay.
That was really cool. Okay. But yeah. I know there are a couple other company rumors I can mention real quick. A lot of people think that there could be a new Banjo-Kazooie.
Then they just do the Banjo Tootie. I mean, I know that wasn't official, right? That was like more of a fan Banjo Tootie or not Banjo Tootie.
Ukulele.
Ukulele.
Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be a new Banjo or Conquer. I don't think Rare's gonna have anything like that. Oh my God, we forgot to talk about probably what's supposed to be the biggest thing at E3. Tim, what are your thoughts on Xbox Scorpio?
Xbox Scorpio sounds a lot like Xbox Scorpion, but when I looked at the specs after joking about it, I was like, crap, this is like a pretty decent mid-range gaming PC in a box.
Now my question is, Tim, what's the point of the Xbox Scorpio?
To be better than the Xbox and take over the PC market, because PC
it's not going to.
It's not going to, but it's like a mid-range gaming PC. It's pretty powerful for 4K games,
Yeah.
And also Xbox. Well, is it that thing where Xbox exclusives are going to become over the PC in due time?
That's the thing, yeah.
So they're kind of merging those two things together, I think, eventually. So
I'm interested in the Scorpio in the sense that, oh, cool, a powerful console. I'm disinterested in the fact that that's stupid.
Why?
But
Scorpio.
I'm not a big Xbox fan. I don't hate Xbox. I love my 360.
Do you like how they banded numbers? Xbox 360,
Xbox
360
One, Scorpio, and I assume next will be 360 Scorpio.
Can you count the Scorpio, Ian?
360, 1 Scorpio. I counted the
Round of
Scorpio.
applause for Ian here.
Yeah, go me. So I guess lastly, any hopes for E3 in terms of games?
Not really. I mean, for all we know, they're gonna pull something crazy out because, like they said, this is like the first year they're letting the public in. They'll probably do lots of special stuff for that. I know, things like Bethesda's gonna be there, Steam, Valve, and I'm curious because I heard they're gonna have like three of those games.
Exclusives.
So
I'm hoping that the 3 is a hint, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna come out and be like 2 games.
I mean, I know
They can't count that high. They can't count that high.
I know. They were saying they were focusing a lot of their things on VR. Like, we've had a whole bunch of, like, kind of tech demo-y games from them.
Yeah.
But they said they were, like, focusing that they want to actually create a full VR title along with maybe eventually continuing with their franchises if we're lucky.
Yeah, I'd love to see a Portal 3. I'd love to see a Half-Life 3.
I don't know how they'd handle a Portal
Fortress
3. I mean, they'll probably...
New puzzles, man.
I know
That'd be
new
rad.
puzzles. I know, it'd be awesome. I'm just saying, they wrapped up the
Maybe
story
in the real
from
world.
first two.
Maybe have Shell go out in the real world.
Or maybe this is the one where they finally merge the universes together and Shell meets Gordon Freeman.
Would not surprise me, actually. They were meant to meet already.
Yes.
So.
I love those fan videos where they just walk
Yeah.
up to each other and they just use sign language because they don't speak. So
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping for something good from Valve. Mega Man,
or they pull a Fallout
hoping-
4, spontaneous voice acting.
that would be cool. I am hoping for Mega Man because of the new cartoon show coming out next year, the garbage-looking cartoon show. God.
You were excited until they showed the pictures of that.
I'm sure we'll do a segment on it later. Not right now. Not the day. I don't have it in me.
Do a Cutman impression. I love it.
I'm going to make paper dolls out of you.
That one gets me every time.
It's pretty good. Yeah. But no, I have the hope for Mega Man just because the popularity's there, the sales would be there, the show's going to be a thing. I don't think it'll happen this year. I think it'll happen next year. I do believe that because the show's going to be coming out. But then I think it's going to be some like, look at the new generation of Mega Man, and it's going to be this horrible generic 3D platformer where Mega Man's like super clunky, and every time he takes a step, it's like blip, 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 and every time he jumps, it's going to be like flip. And his
This
shots
time
are going to be like really useless, and like it's going to be like 5 levels, and it's going to be 20 minutes game, and it'll be an app.
This one takes place 2 billion years in the future when humanity died 3 times over.
It's mega time. God. And my other hope, again, I don't think this will happen. In fact, I'm almost certain it won't. I would be thrilled if it did. Bethesda, come on. I just want to know something about what's going on with Elder Scrolls 6. Give us a name or something. We knew what Oblivion was going to be called. Let us know what Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be called.
Is it gonna be a forest? What do you think? What do you want it to next? What do you want the next land to be?
I don't care. I just want more Elder Scrolls.
We got more. We got Skyrim. We got
all of Tamriel and Online.
That's like it's like.
But online is so eh.
We tried it.
We liked it.
We tried.
We
to
liked
like
it.
We liked it, but like
it wasn't the same.
I've never got into the
MMOs aren't my thing. Elder Scrolls is my thing.
I don't know how you're supposed to start an MMO after people are already like the super level. Like you're supposed to sit there and grind all day.
Yeah, but if we wouldn't have, but when we got it was whenever we got it really early on once it went free.
Is that considered early?
I mean, like I got it because I bought Tim's copy. Mm-hmm. I bought it within days of it going free to play.
So
it was $15 a month when it launched.
That's true.
There's no way I was paying $15 a month for what looked like worse Skyrim, and it was just worse Skyrim.
How'd you compare it to World of Warcraft?
I've never played World of Warcraft.
I know, but you've at least looked at it. You know the.
I like Elder Scrolls Online a lot. I just don't like it as much as I like the Elder Scrolls.
We had plans for it, but we can never go through with it.
It's eh. It's
like,
solid.
what did you want to be when you went into it? Just out of curiosity.
What do you mean?
Like, you choose your class, and then you have an idea of what
I was
you're
going
aiming
thief.
for. Yeah, I was going for like a. I think it was supposed to. What's it called? A healer. Something. There's
like a paladin?
Yeah, something like a paladin.
Yeah.
But
or cleric,
we started. It's like, look, I'm healing. I'm getting XP for this. I think I stole stuff and sold it over and over again to try to do
the guards have like a scorpion get over here chain that they kill you with if you attack them.
Yeah, and you have to
that's dumb because half the fun of Elder Scrolls is like I know you can't really save scrub in a MMO. But that was like half the fun of Elder Scrolls. Admit it. Everyone is playing Skyrim, attacks the chicken. Everyone's playing Oblivion, gets the Wabbajack. Let's turn that guard into a sweet roll. Mm-hmm. Everyone's playing Morrowind, and they're like, let's steal this guy's pants. Yeah. That is Elder Scrolls.
And shirt. Pants and shirt were always separate.
Nah, I always stole pants and Morrowind just pants because their models were weird.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Then.
janky legs. It's funny. Especially the Argonians because they have this weird walk cycle where they're like, blah, 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 blah.
Visualize that.
I just did with my mouth.
No, I'm asking the audience too. I don't
Their
know.
legs like jut forward and backwards like a giraffe.
Good. I got that in my mind.
It's really weird and I love it. What I would love to see Elder Scrolls 6. It's not going to happen. We're going to see about that not stupid. I just haven't played it. Card app, the Hearthstone knockoff.
I saw that. I didn't know what to think of. I looked at like Yu-Gi-Oh. It's not Yu-Gi-Oh, but that's what I look at.
Well, my favorite Pokemon, Kunai with chains.
I can't wait to play as the guy who wanted to kill all the elves. He was my favorite.
Yeah. I don't know what to say. I think E3 is going to be an interesting time. It's always unpredictable. You never know when you're going to get something like the Twilight Princess reveal that caught everyone off guard and made us all cry, or whenever you're going to get the next Wii music reveal. We all cried, all right.
Oh, that was beautiful. Ian showed the video to me. I saw it before, completely forgot about it. Saw it again.
It's art.
Tears is mixed. It was like joy and wow.
Absolute horror.
Speaking of Bethesda, they released Fallout Shelter again on PC.
Again?
It's like Fallout Shelter now free on PC. Like, yeah, I got it right.
Yeah.
Fallout Shelter now free on PC via Steam.
Oh, okay.
And it came out like I don't know. It was a while afterwards. Like you finally built up your vault or whatever in the free version of the PC, and then it's like, oh, now it's on Steam.
But then you're immediately gonna go to the Steam version.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, now there's two on the two.
Maybe
PC
we're gonna
ones.
get Dark Brotherhood Shelter next.
Oh boy, that. I can picture that. You can get your recruits. You send them out to kill people and send them to the wasteland.
By Sithis.
I hope Cicero is a special character. He comes in. That's the room. Cicero's room. He comes in. It's like, mother.
You get like Uriel Septim. We're like, but you're the Emperor, and he's like, I'm dead, and he dies.
Yeah.
The mythic. Remember
we had to poison him, but it wasn't him.
That was not Uriel Septim.
I know, but there was
Uriel Septim's one from Arena and Oblivion.
I was talking about the from Skyrim.
Yeah, but he's not dead. I mean, you do kill him.
Well, there was a lady in that game. Remember, she cut her heart out. She's like, dude, keep doing what you were doing already. It's like, why'd you kill yourself for that?
My favorite Dark Brotherhood quest is in Oblivion, where you're supposed to kill an entire house party. Person by person, sneaking around, interrogating, talking to them, learning their schedules, kill them one by one. If you use your fists, it kills them in one hit because they're so weak AI so that it doesn't disrupt the mission, and they don't detect you if you use your fists, so you can punch them all out in 2 seconds. And with that note, let's end this week's episode of Gamer Gobble. If you enjoyed, please be sure to subscribe on YouTube, or if you're listening on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google, whatever. Follow however it is you do on your respective audio
Hopefully
service.
iTunes works at last.
It does.
It does.
I got it
that
running.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, so you got that. Leave comments again.
Leave comments on anything.
Cover,
if you're saying mic quality is good, but there's something off about it, we know
that'll be fixed in due time.
Yeah, we're getting new mics.
I mean, we tried splitting ourselves off a little more this episode.
It's a temporary fix. We have the solution. It's so hot in here because we're using condenser mics, condenser USB mics. It's the worst possible setup. We're going with dynamic XLR mics shortly. Then we can run a fan while we record.
Yeah, probably around right after E3.
Yeah, probably within a week or so of E3. And speaking of E3, be sure to check out the YouTube channel for on the floor updates, interviews, potentially if we're lucky.
And once again, thank you to our corporate sponsor.
Huge thank you to our trip gifter.
Sure.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Kyle, you rock. Thanks so much to Tears Life. YouTube viewers, link in the description below. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you guys next week with a very weird upload schedule. No normal episode, just mini updates every day. We'll see you guys in another full episode week after E3. Bye-bye.
Bye.